Happy Sunday, ladies. Charli Wall coming at you from my car on a sunny Sunday, and it is about time because it has been a bloody freezing here in Norfolk. I don't know what it's like where you are. And it was my son's 21st birthday yesterday, so I am officially the mother of a grown-up, a grown-up man, which is quite something, I can tell you. So I didn't have time because of that to do the question of the week, so I'm just doing it very quickly from my car whilst I've just come back from Tesco's and just sort of party day yesterday with my son, which was a lovely day, and watching him grow up has just been one of the greatest gifts of my life, really. He's grown up beyond the age my brother was, and it's just very interesting to watch him as he's so like my brother was. But then I didn't get that opportunity or privilege to watch my brother grow any further than 18. So I always feel very honoured and privileged to have my son, my only son. And the reason I'm telling you this is because one of the questions I've had this week is about being a crap mum and feeling like you're the worst mum in the world and telling yourself that you're a failure as a mother. And I just, I want you to know that, well, firstly, as a human being, you and everyone else who's ever going to listen to anything that I say, every human being in this group, or on Instagram or wherever it is you're watching this, is going to be familiar with having a shitty committee in your head, is going to be familiar with having a very loud, negative voice that slags you off most of the time. And if you don't know that that's neurological junk, that's just normal for all human beings, if you don't know that, then you're more likely to take those voices seriously. And if we have a real core belief that we're not good enough, it's something called a forward feedback loop, and we will find evidence for that belief everywhere, no matter the circumstances. So if I feel not good enough, it will show up in my parenting skills. It will show up in my ability to do my work. It will show up in my relationships with my family or my other half. It will show up in my friendships as I'll feel insecure, and I will replay things and think I may have said something wrong or upset someone when that couldn't be further from the truth. So the thought I'm a crap mum or I've failed in some way is a thought that you have believed, and then you found evidence for that thought to be true. And what I want you to know as the mother of a 21-year-old who is exploring the world now in the way that he should, and obviously it's not as ideal as I would like because of COVID at the moment, because he is fairly limited in that exploration, certainly more limited than I was, is that all those years of me feeling like a failure as a single mother, feeling like I was getting it wrong as his mother, I could get his life wrong, or I could get my life wrong, or I might impact on his life in a way that might be irreparable. I was believing a voice, and I was taking my thoughts seriously, and then I was creating a story around that. But what I want you to know is none of that was true. I was doing the best that I could see to do in a moment, and actually he's a fantastic young man, and none of what I did when he was younger seems to have had any impact on him. But the basis of what I'm saying is that we have a lot of thoughts which might be negative towards us and bias in its negativity, and then we take those thoughts seriously. But what if those thoughts that you were having were all neutral? Like, what if every single thought that you ever had was neutral, and then sometimes, because of our life, because of our conditioning, because of our beliefs, we hold on to certain thoughts and give meaning to them. So the thought, I'm a shit mother, is exactly the same energy as what colour shall I paint my nails? But I don't give any meaning to what colour I paint my nails, but I would have given meaning to I'm a crap mother. I remember saying this in my 8-week freedom program. I say kind of something similar, and one of the women who did that program said, oh my god, yeah, but I have loads of thinking about what colour to paint my nails. So that was really interesting, because of course we all have a unique response to certain thoughts in our life. So for me, it's neutral. What colour should I paint my nails? I don't care. What colour have I got in the cupboard, right? I just have no thinking about it. But for someone else, that might be quite a lot of thinking. It might be very important to them. For me, I'm getting life wrong, or I'm a shit mother, was something that really was believable to me. But what I see now is that that's just a thought. It's as neutral as what colour should I paint my nails. And I no longer take it seriously if it does happen to pop into my mind. The less I pay attention to it, the less I give life to it, the less it comes around. And that's just neuroscience, neuroplasticity, and that's also what I teach on, quite a bit about in my 8-week program and in my circle membership, if you've seen anything about that. So this was just a brief little vlog, because I missed Friday, to say, yeah, you're not alone, firstly, and secondly, you have to try and remember that your thoughts, your personal thoughts, they're just neutral energy showing up moment by moment, and if you know that they're going to pass on through, then there's nothing for you to do about them. It's a bit like if I listen to a radio station. I've been listening to Kiss Radio, right? I'm listening to Kiss Radio. Now, I know how a radio station works. I know that if a song comes on that I don't like, say, for example, Barbie Girl comes on. I'm a Barbie girl. I hate that song. But I know how a radio works, so I know there's going to be another song along in a minute, and I don't have to do anything. But if I don't know how radios work, I might kind of think, oh my god, I hate this song, what am I going to do? And try and fiddle away with the radio to try and change the song. But I know how a radio works, so I just think, oh, I only have to wait 3 minutes. Now, that's how thought works. And another thought will be along, and another thought will be along, and another thought will be along, unless you hold on to it and believe it, and then that thought kind of grows in energy, grows in life, has thought babies. So if you have the thought, I'm a shit mum, just let it go, let it float on by. It's not true. It's not based on any truth. It will be based on a belief that you have that's kind of underneath your core, underneath the sort of layers, and it might be based around a whole series of beliefs around not being good enough in some form. And I'm here to tell you that that's just not true. You are good enough. You are always good enough, and you always have been. And I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are. Mwah. Take care.